Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Adela. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and I'm doing card reading for 2020 for your sign. Thanks for joining me here. Follow me. This is the third video that I'm doing in this channel and I will be picking or pulling a card for each of the months for your sign. We will have the cards and then I will take some time to read them with myself, and then I will come back to read them for you, and with a little piece of advice. But I just want to show you the cards that will come out for you. "2020 will be a great year for many of us because a lot of good things are happening in the universe, especially related to astrology. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and good luck and expansion and growth, has been moving to the sign of Capricorn in December 2019, and it will stay there until 2020. And Capricorn, it's a earth sign. It's the last of the earth signs in the zodiac and the most elaborated earth sign, and it's all about achieving long-term goals, working slowly and patiently towards higher goals and achievements and career related. And I like the Capricorn energy because it's a very stable energy and it fosters all of us to grow and to achieve good things for us, for the everyday life, but to have a higher purpose as well. And Jupiter in Capricorn, as well Saturn is in Capricorn and Pluto is in Capricorn, so we have a lot of energy coming from that position. And what that means for you is that Jupiter will transit in your 8th house, which is related it's related to the relationships that you have with others. And in this case, it's about the 8th house rules negotiation, joint finances, taxes, other people's money, but rules as well sex and death, transformation as well. So what you can expect from this year is maybe you get some benefits other than the ones related to your normal payment and salary, getting tax monies back, other people investing their money in your project, or you have joint collaboration with friends or partners. And so be aware of that. And maybe you have felt this influence already in December 2019, where Jupiter entered Capricorn. Because when we see now your first card in January, we have the Six of Cups, which is a beautiful card, and it represents you, Gemini, in a way, because normally you like caring and sharing, taking care of other people. So maybe in January, the energies of end of December have continued or will continue a little bit for you. So you will be sharing what you have achieved or received, or maybe you already have received some money in December, and in January you are sharing them with other people. And Six of Cups, it's sometimes related to love as well. So you may be sharing with a partner, but with children, or friends from the past, or maybe somebody who is not yet in your position, who is not yet maybe having as much money and resources that you have, so you like to share what you have, or to help a friend, or to support them by spending time with them, eating with them, having fun together. And it's a childlike energy, and I like it for you. It fits to your nature. And six, it's a number about, six is a generous number. Six is a number representing taking care of other people, and sharing, being a caring number, very generous. But what this card could mean as well, it's to me even nostalgic moment related to the past. It's more like you're emotionally nostalgic about the past, which might put you in a position that is not fitting your age at the moment. So what do I mean with that? It's a tendency to go a little bit back in the past and not to really see where you are. And sometimes even this tendency of yours of taking care about other people and always feeling like the grown-up person, this may be good for a while, but at some point you have to understand that you have to grow further too. And you cannot grow if you always feel like you are the most responsible person, you are the one who has achieved more, because you always can grow more than that. So be aware not to overdo this energy. That's what I'm saying. Be aware. Maybe as well a friend might join you into something, and if this a little bit more older person, it's not you, then maybe you are the younger person, and a friend maybe from your past is joining you and offering something to you. So yeah, be aware not to overdo this energy of giving too much, of caring too much, of sharing too much, and of being childish without without thinking. It's a very emotional energy, so it's very romantic too, and nostalgic. It's not so in the present or in the future. And what I mean by not overdoing this energy and not being too optimistic, and because sometimes you can be taken from the environment and from the situation, taken over and overdoing things emotionally. Because after the Six of Cups in January, we come in February with the Five of Swords, which is like a total change of scenario. In a way, like if we see the quality of the energy in it, because if this was very positive, very giving, very fun, everything is perfect, we are so in harmony with each other and this relationship is great, in January you have in February dark skies, conflict, misunderstanding. But here as well, I see you as this person in relationship to other persons. And what this energy and this card represents for me is like the wish or the feeling of winning the argument but losing your friends or the partners with whom you are talking with. So be aware of that egoistic moment where you want to be right. Maybe you are right, because at the end of the day, this person is smiling. It's nothing wrong with that. But you don't want to win with the cost of losing your partners or your friends or your collaborators. You don't want to have all these swords for yourself. At the end of the day, there's no fun if you cannot talk or if you cannot share with the others. And that's what I'm saying. I see this a little bit duality. January, if this is you being super positive, giving maybe much more than you are supposed to, like overdoing the positive side of you, and then January overdoing the negative sides of you. So be aware of this energy and try to be a little bit more reserved in January and in February with both streams of energy. You are looking for balance. And this is for me like your closest environment. And maybe these are some people that you are working with too, or family. Be aware of that egoistic moment of falling in love with yourself because you are so good and so giving. And even here, cherishing and worshipping yourself because you are so good at talking, we know that, and thinking and arguing. And of course, you may win, but at the end of the day, you're alone and your friends are gone. You have the argument, but you don't have your friends. You don't want that. You like to be around people. So try to find a middle in there. In March, we have the Ten of Wands. Which is an interesting energy because the Ten of Wands, it's like the end of a journey. Almost the end of a journey. Sometimes the wands in this card represent a burden that you have been carrying on for a long time or a long process. It may be work related. Most of the time it's work related, project related, that has been gone going on for a while, but you are almost there at the finish line. So maybe it's a work-related moment, maybe something is coming to an end, maybe a long-term project that you have been doing, and you are almost happy to see this house, the finish point, and you are going there, and you are happy. You are not so looking what's around you. You are concentrating on just finishing this thing that you have been working on. And I mean, you can carry it. You will look at you. You are still walking, but your back is a little bit curved, and you don't want to keep this burden or energies of wants for a longer time. This may as well indicate you dealing with a lot of projects, or ideas about projects, because we know you are an air sign. So it's you're a thinker. You think, you have a lot of ideas, and you think a lot. And maybe you want to choose one of them for this year to ground, because that's what Jupiter and Saturn are asking you as well to do this year, to ground yourself, to ground your ideas, to plant one of your trees, and to work on that. And because we said that Jupiter is in the 8th house, in other people's money, so maybe someone is approaching you as well with the wish to invest in one of your projects, or you are approaching somewhere with a wish to invest some of your earnings somewhere. Just be aware, because in March, so we have from 17th of February to 10th of March, Mercury is retrograding. And Mercury, it's a planet that rules your sign, and we will have 3 retrogrades in Mercury. And when Mercury is retrograding, things are not so clear, communication is not so clear, things are going slow, you don't see everything, don't sign contracts, don't close any deals on paper. Give it a little bit more time, postpone it for April or end of March, where things are more clear. And because Mercury is your planet, you are much more connected to those retrograde, and you might not see things for what they are. In April, we have the Ace of Wands, which I think might be one of the ideas that you have, or one of the projects that you have been working on, and then you are deciding to put all your energy in one of them and plant one of them. And it's like, yes, this is the one, it really feels good now. It's just the start of a new project, and you are passionate about it. And maybe one of your friends or one of your partners wants to invest in this, or you might be collaborating with somebody to join finances in this idea. And the best way for you to decide about this project, which will start probably developing first in 2021, it's to focus in the future. So is this something that you will want to do in 5 years, in 10 years? Is this something that you still want to work with in long term? because bottom of the deck you have the Six of Wands, which is a card of wanting to move into the future, wanting to move into calm waters, taking with you what is necessary, and moving towards the future. And so keep in mind for this new project, this new idea, how to choose it. Is this something that you want to do as well long term? In 2 years, in 3 years, 4 years, in 5 years? And are the people around you the people that you want to take with you and work with them as well in the future? Because Jupiter in Capricorn now is is preparing the ground for you to plant one of your projects. It's all about grounding the idea this year. And next year, when Jupiter moves in Aquarius, and Saturn as well, it's moving in Aquarius and will be there for a longer period. Jupiter will be there only for 1 year, and Aquarius is the sign of the future, and it's an air sign, and it fits very well with your sign as well. We have here this beautiful animal. Lucky. Very good. So that's where you want your project to flourish. That's the environment that will give you more air, will give you more space, will give you more, you will feel more in your nature. And I'm saying that, of course, we know that Jupiter will be, and Saturn will be in Aquarius starting from December 2020, and after the Six of Swords you have the Star, which is a wish fulfillment card, and it is the card of Aquarius. So basically you are walking now and you are sailing from a little bit difficult and turbulent waters into quiet waters towards a wish fulfillment next year and in the next years in the Aquarius season. In May, we have the energy of Knight of Swords. It's a rushing energy and worshipping energy and fighting for energy, and I like to see these three cards together. So be aware here of this Knight of Swords energy. This might be you, but I don't see this as being you. This might be somebody else as well, wanting, after you have started this new project, wanting to rush in, not invest, because it's not an investment here with the swords. Like they're talking to you, they're talking into you, into your idea, they are fighting for your idea. But be aware of this energy, because it's not a very clean energy, because where does this fighter comes out totally out of the blue, wanting to fight for your idea. If it's not related to a project, this might be a new person that comes in your life. And that might happen throughout the year, because you have as well Venus. We have Venus in Gemini next year. And Venus in Gemini will be from April to July in the sign of Gemini, but it will be returning and retrograding. So we will have 2 returns in Gemini and 1 retrograde. And in the return phase, which is from the 3rd of April to 13th of May, you want to invest even in yourself, in your projects, things that are near and dear to you, in your relationships, in love life, in beauty treatments. But during the retrograde, which is 13th of May to 25 of June, which means Venus is retrograding, things will be not so clear. So there might be people coming into your life romantically, which will not, they will not show their true selves to you. So be careful about that, because the retrograde is hiding things from you in terms of relationships. People are appearing for what they are not. They might be not lying, but maybe they are just in a phase of their life when shortly they think, I want to do this. I'm changing my mind. I want this kind of relationship. But then shortly after that, they are out again. So be careful of what's rushing in your relationship, romantic life. If you are in a relationship and maybe you are having a fight or a conflict and somebody runs out of your life, because this Knight of Swords, it's not going in your direction. This is your direction. This is your future. So everything that does not go in your direction, be aware of that. Like here, you want this kind of energy. Somebody invested in your project, somebody invested in your relationships. If you are in a relationship, it may happen that during Venus, breakups are happening and fights, but normally they don't last much. Or when Venus returns direct again, then this person come back, and you find a way to deal with your relationship. But be aware of this energy. You don't want this energy, whatever it is. You don't want to rush anything. And it's a talkative energy. It's ideas energy. It's not pentacles. It's not wands. It's thoughts and it's talks and it's communication. Somebody maybe from the past. That might be somebody from the past as well. And Venus retrogrades, people from the past come back shortly, telling you everything you want to hear, but then they disappear again. And here in June, you have the nine of Swords, which is the energy of worrying, being worried about something, staying awake at night, not knowing, not feeling well. So this might be as a result of the Knight of Wands energy. Either a conflict with somebody, or you rushing into something and then feeling in June like, oh my God, that's not what I wanted. What have I done? Or trusting somebody who wants to come in your life and being worried about it. So June, it's a little bit a tricky moment, maybe the most difficult moment of the year. And Mercury is retrograding there as well in June. From the 18th of June to the 12th of July, Mercury is retrograding. Maybe you have difficulties in communication about the project or with somebody, and you don't want to take decisions there too, like important decisions related to papers and yeah, but maybe there was a fight maybe there was a fight, because like here down in the bed I see people fighting, or you feel a little bit worried because somebody left your life. And maybe it can be because Jupiter is transiting in your 8th house, which is the house of death and transformation as well. So people may be leaving, but it's meant to be. You have to look into the future. If those people are not the people that you want to take with you in the future, and are not the people that you want to work with or you want to be with in the future, they better leave your life. So see it like that. In July, you have the Two of Pentacles, which is a energy that I like a lot for you, because it's balanced energy. Of course, the waters behind you are high and turbulent, but you seem to stand in front of them and balancing, well balanced and grounded. Pentacles are earth energy, grounded energy. So in July, you managed to find a balance that you want to keep. This is the energy that you want to work with this year. And after the 6 first month of the year with this positive, negative energy, full, like 10 and wands, and these two energies working against each other, like rushing in and maybe sitting there and reflecting like this, a little bit up and downs, and this opposites and these dualities, you come to July with a grounded energy. And this is the 2, but the green band in the picture signifies as well the infinite sign. And it's a balance that you want to achieve. That is your goal as a sign of Gemini. You have this duality which is inherent in you. You have this positive and negative, if we can see it just like that, like we see it in this reading. But you want to find that way to balance them, to relate them to each other, and to see through them, to go beyond the dualities, to create a unity between the different sides that you have. August, it's a King of Wands, which is a beautiful king energy. This might be somebody coming in your life. It can be romantic, but it can be work related as well. He has a wand in his hand. It's a project, it's an investment. Maybe somebody wants to invest in you, somebody older than you, somebody who looks into the future. Yeah, I don't feel this is you. I really feel this is somebody coming in your life. If it's romantic, whatever it is, you ask the same question. Is this somebody I want to take with me in my journey, in the future? Is this somebody that I can work with, that I can trust in 2 years, in 3 years? Is this somebody that I can have a long-term relationship with? Because it's a little bit dry energy, but that's not bad for you. It's a grounded energy. So it's a good support in a way, I think, at this time of the year and for your projects as well. But just be aware if they are going in the same direction as you are going, because he is looking the other side. In September, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a decision that you have to take, or a communication, or maybe a legal case. Maybe it's a sort of legal step that you do related to the Ace of Wands, the project and the idea that you wanted to start. Maybe it's like registering your new business, or a decision that you take about this business, or an important communication about this business. Maybe it's like the first launching of a product of your business. It's a successful decision. Just the same as here. Be aware if this is gonna work long term for you, and be aware to be balanced beyond the dualities. Be fair. October, the Four of Pentacles. And it's interesting because you have the Two of Pentacles in July, and in October the Four of Pentacles. It's like almost you have doubled your energy, your money, your stability. Yeah, you are growing. Here you have the feeling that you are grounded, and that you are growing, and that you are slowing down, keeping what you have, thinking about your investments, and thinking about the future. You are not rushing, you are thinking, you are keeping your energy for yourself in October. I like this energy for you. In November, the Three of Wands is already you have already put the energy out there. The project, your ships are out in the sea. You are looking at them, you are trusting them that they will grow, like the wands that you have in your hands with leaves around it, and you are calmly working towards it, and probably with other people as well. It's a Three of Wands. So yeah, you have been joining forces, and you are looking forward and toward the moment when the ships will return. You know that this is something that will come back to you, and it's an expanding energy, and it's an expanded moment, and you are just happy about that and enjoying that. And I like, because in your reading for 2020 you have a lot of Wands energy, so it's a lot of passion and work. It's not just ideas. Things are working out for you in the real world. Things are happening, but they are not there yet. They are out there. projects are out there, they are working, and at some point they will come back to you, and you know that you will get the fruits of your work later on. And here with the Four of Pentacles, yeah, if you are not sure of investing in some things, it's okay. Take a break. Watch. Don't rush into anything. Keep the money, keep the energy. You might be traveling as well with the Three of Wands. And in December we have the High Priestess, which is as well more an energy that it's launching you in 2021. And the High Priestess, after this reading, indicates for me like it's encouraging you to work further, the same as you have been doing in the last months. It's the promise of the future. Keep doing what you are doing, but it's very it's an internal work as well. It's a magnetic energy that goes beyond or sits between the duality, because the High Priestess is number 2. We have the 2 columns of black and white, and the High Priestess sitting in the middle, centered between these 2 polarities. So that's what's being asked of you, and that's what you want. That's what you need as a sign of Gemini. That's what you need for this year 2020 and for the years to come, especially when Jupiter and Saturn move to Aquarius, which is an air sign. And air, of course, it's good for you because it matches your own energy, but on the other side it gives you a openness and vast possibilities to communicate, to bring your products out there, to go out there, to talk, to sell, something that you're very good at. But you can get lost as well in this increased airy energy. Because Jupiter is expanding you, but Saturn is asking of you to learn as well. This expansion, this becoming greater, bigger, better, higher, redefining yourself. You have to put the work in it, and you have to be balanced, and you have to work towards something that is deep and bigger than just you, and bigger than these 2 polarities. So the High Priestess at the end of the year, it's asking you to look back at what you have done in this year and to look toward the future and find that middle from where you want to sit, from where you want to work, from where you want to experience yourself, your projects, and the year to come. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy. And it's related to spirituality as well, and philosophy, expansion in general, and because it's at the end of the year, and in 2021 Jupiter and Saturn will be transiting in your 9th house, and your 9th house is as well responsible for spirituality and philosophy. So you may want to do some internal work which are related to spirituality and higher purposes. Yeah. These are beautiful, but here with the 5s and the 6, we are still attached and positioned at our ego and at ourself, only as ourself. So at the end of the year, you are asked to look beyond this. Sure, you can't go beyond if you are not here, but you are already here. Now it's the next step. And with the 6 of Swords, please be aware not to work from that ego-related position as here or as here, as the 6 of Cups or 5 of Swords. Don't take things with you just because it feels good for you to be the savior of those people. You have to take with you people, things, ideas that are even bigger than you, that help you and you help them. People that are expanded. People that will be able to develop in the future. Of course, we can take many people with us, but just like an advice, take things, people, projects that you see in the future, that you see that they can expand in the future. Because, yeah, this is what's happening next year and in the years to come. Wish fulfillment. And it's interesting because I had this card as well at the bottom of the deck for a private reading that I did for a Gemini. So it's just reinforcing what it's happening in the universe and beyond. And for each of the readings, I choose a sort of prayer or a mantra that you can use throughout this year that will help you in difficult moments. And I choose this prayer for you from this book, Whispers from Eternity, from Paramhansa Yogananda, which is my guru, my spiritual guru from India. It's not alive anymore, but his legacy, it's still there. And he has this beautiful book with prayers that I use for my everyday life. So it's like whispers from an infinite reality. And we need those infinite realities, because when we move toward infinite realities and possibilities, we leave aside all limitations. We expand. And this is the prayer number 132, and it's a prayer. I've adapted it a little bit, but I will write it down for you. Cure my jaundice vision of duality. I have long suffered from the jaundice of duality. Everywhere pale matter distorts thy living presence. Will you, Spirit, heal my sight? That's the side. And that's the side that you want to have. Will you, Spirit, heal my sight, that with the eyes of wisdom I behold thy presence only everywhere. This is a presence that you want to behold, a spirit presence. The spirit is infinite, it's great, it's immense. when you reach for that kind of reality, you can have whatever you want. And jaundice, it's an illness, but in this case, it's used as bitterness, resentment, cynicism. So I have long suffered from the bitterness or cynicism or resentment of duality. So please, Spirit, heal my sight, that with the eyes of wisdom, this is wisdom, I behold thy presence everywhere. And while doing the reading, I was thinking all the time about a song, which you as well might want to hear and use it. The words came into my mind, and I think it is a very positive energy, and it's a song of Madonna called Future. And the main chorus of the song is, not everyone is coming to the future, not everyone is learning from the past. To be aware of that, not everyone can come into the future, not every energy. And with this, I mean as well parts of yourself too. You have to leave this restricting parts of you, this ego-related parts of you, and take with you only what is necessary, what is expanding, what is passionate, what is related to something bigger than you. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Follow me, like me, comment. If you want a personal reading, I'll be happy to do that for you. And I will be doing monthly readings as well. See you soon.